Okay, Tatum just mixed up our sugar, cinnamon, brown sugar, putting it in on top. So we did not use, we used what, 2 cups of sugar? Is that 3 cups of sugar in this one? Fill this up and then let it cook for about 30 minutes in the Instapot. And then, oh, there we go. Okay, we try to make this process as easy as possible. The Instapot, I put it on the factory setting. It heats up. It says 8. The 8 on it is just the, I guess, the default setting, and that's about 30 minutes. So we go with that. Put everything in it, skins, all of it. We figure the skins, you need that healthy part, right? I mean, along with the sugar. So we leave our skins on. Not everybody does. I personally, I mean, every time we've sold the ones with the skin on it, I feel like we always get even more feedback. The ones without, it's good too. I like both. We like it both, but we just throw it all in, cook it for 30 minutes, let the steam off, take it out, put it in the food processor, hot water bath it. I kind of go through all of that with this demonstration on this video and give you the recipe and just how we do it. We wash the apples real good and get them ready to go. And this is, the kids have done this, man, I think it popped up on our memories the last 5 years. We have made apple butter, and from coring and skinning everyone to just coring and using the skin. Just obviously we take off the bad parts, and we've done it all. So we're going to try some pie filling as well. Here comes Tatum with some more jars. So we've got plenty of apples, so if you're in the area and you want to come pick some apples, I think they're the best. They're so good. It's not much better than fresh apples, and they taste so much different than store-bought. We love them. But I hope you enjoy. And I also put our okra recipe in here. Some gentleman was asking how we do that, and we went ahead and pulled it out of the freezer and made the okra. I prefer mine to be crunchy, but this is what it looks like after it's finished. That's gonna be our leftovers for today. We had that and pork loin and mashed potatoes and corn, and our corn we just throw it in the freezer as well, like just in freezer bags. So we hope you enjoy. Okay, got our apples all cut up and chopped, got them washed. Use this. We leave the skin on them. Gives it even more flavor. And now, ready to go in, and here's our recipe. You see that? There. So you're wanting to try with?
I'm going to do no sugar. I'm just going to do cinnamon and ground cloves and water.
Why don't we try some of that monk fruit? I'm gonna try a little bit of monk fruit because we're wanting less sugar. So if it calls for 4 cups of white sugar. Actually, we've been doing half that the last 2 years. We've been doing 2 cups of white sugar. So try some of that. That's some monk fruit. Try some of that. See what we think. Yeah. We're working on the settings for the Instapot here. We did the factory start time, which is start to finish is about 30 minutes. I think it pops up with the 8 on it, or at least ours does. So we go with the pressure cooker and the steamer closed. If you're using a crock pot, you need to put it on high for 4 hours, and that'll get your apples to the mushy state, and then you can use the food processor after that. Okay, we're heading back to our apple apple butter cooking, but we have made 2 batches now, one with the monk fruit and one with the sugar. What do you think?
Monk fruit's better.
You like it?
It's not as sweet. I don't like sweet.
Yeah, he doesn't like it as sweet. I thought it was a little more tart, but I did eat it this morning on my biscuit, and with the bread, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. We don't eat tons of sugar anyways, so it wasn't bad.
A little bit of heaven.
But the kids tried it too. They prefer the sugar one, of course. So we have both. We're gonna keep the monk fruit ones for ourselves, and then we'll put a little out for sale for Stokes Family Ranch business. I think Katie and Derek and Libby and Philip are making some too. So we have lots of apples, lots of apple butter for sale between all of us. So get your apple butter if you're ready, if you need it. Okay, we've got the apples cooking. When you get some jars, get them all washed up, ready to go.
You want to do small ones?
The canning room. Yeah. Oh, what was that? I'm going out to meet Libby. I'm rolling the hay in. Okay, we'll need the food processor. Yeah, because we left skins and stuff on it. Okay, we're ready to let the pressure out.
Seemed like I needed to put something over it last time.
What?
It's going to shoot all the way up. Here, I'll do this.
That's my baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yep, you're ready. Okay, so we'll scoop it out, put it in the food processor, and then we dip it into our jars. Smells good. Isn't she alive? Yeah. Okay, dip it into the jar. Okay, then we've got to clean the tops off. She can't seal it with dirty with stuff around the rain. Cinnamon was asking about our okra last night, and if we really just cut it and put it in the freezer bags. Yes, we do. We cut it up, just stick it in freezer bags, stick it in, and it's ready to go for winter. We don't grab them too much in the summertime out of the freezer because we've got fresh still coming off. And our okra will go until it starts cooling down. It loves this hot weather, so it'll go sometimes through November.
First frost.
Yeah, pretty much first frost, and then it's done. So we just put it away, and then we take it out, put a little bit of cornmeal in it, shake it up, spray a cookie sheet, put the okra, and we do squash and onion with it, lay it out on the cookie sheet, spray the top of it again with some cooking spray, and then put just some dollops of butter around. And if you want other seasoning on it, you can do that too. It's super easy. Okay, here's how we do the okra and squash. So we've got some squash, some okra, sprayed the pan, coated it in some cornmeal. I'm gonna put some butter on. And this was a frozen bag. We didn't use fresh. Grabbed out frozen, so you can see. And then we'll cook it for about an hour at 375. Turn it about every 15 minutes. And put some Greek seasoning on there, and it'll be good to go. It'll be yummy. But I prefer my okra a little bit crunchy, so then I'll bake it for about an hour at 350, 375, and turn it every 15 minutes until it gets crunchy. But if you like it softer, cook it a little less time. Okay, over here we have our lids boiling. Just getting ready to take that off. Okay, you boil the lids so that they'll seal good to the top of the jar, and make sure that there's nothing around the ring of the jar. Clean it all off so you get a good seal. If there's anything on there, it'll keep the lids from sealing good. And then then you screw them down with the rings, and then put them in the hot water bath to just over the top, the water just over the top of it. Let it boil about 10 minutes or so, and then they're ready to be taken out and start air drying, and you'll start hearing the popping within 30 minutes to an hour sometimes. As they cool down, then that's when you know the lids are getting a good seal on them. Some more jars. Okay, I'm getting ready to vitamins over here. So I'm getting ready to take this jar, the lids, okay, and the water is just over the top of the lid, so that's perfect. Let it boil for just a little bit. It'll start popping because the lids will start closing, and it'll be ready. So the lids start popping after they have been taken out, so then they'll see it's not sticking up on there. I don't know if you can tell very good, but so it'll even 30 minutes to an hour, you'll still hear it pop throughout the house. And it's just cooled down, and when it starts cooling down, that's when it kind of retracts and then it pops and seals that lid. So that's how you know they're ready to go. See, like these have nothing in them yet, so they're not sealed yet, obviously. But anyways, you may hear some pop in the pan, but it's more so gonna do when afterwards. Go pick some more.
Yeah, I got those on hand.
Okay, here we go. Hope you guys enjoy. Come get some apples if you need them. Have a good and godly week. God bless.